Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of the Hellion Rebellion Rock and Roll Association. Welcome, associates, to the boardroom of everything rock and roll. We're here to talk it, here to walk it. I want to hear your thoughts about it. But before we get started, we do have moments of silence to recognize tonight. You know we do this on occasion. And the first one goes out to a very quirky individual by the name of Oliver Tree. He's one of those guys who really gets his start online with social media. I don't think he had records until later on in his career. When I heard about this guy passing a couple days ago, and from what I know about him, the few videos I've ever seen with him, I thought it was a hoax because this guy was known for publicity stunts, but no, he actually was in a helicopter crash. So let's go ahead and do a shout out for this guy. His videos are very entertaining. If you're into, I don't even know what you would call his music. It's definitely pop centric or somewhere around there. It's very funny pop rock something. I don't know. The other one goes out to a Mr. David, also D. Palmer. She was, or I guess I should say she was one of the original keyboardists for Jethro Tull. Was active with Jethro Tull, definitely with the War Child, Aqualung era of Jethro Tull. And was integral with the majority of their more famous keyboard arrangements in that band. I don't know what happened to David D. Palmer, but yeah, she passed away. So let's go ahead and have a moment of silent respect for D. Palmer and Oliver Tree. All right. May D. Palmer and Oliver Tree find their tribe in heaven and be very successful in their new place. And yes, contrary to what people will tell you, Miss Palmer, you can smoke in heaven. It is allowed. In fact, smoking is healthy in the great state of heaven. All right, we are going to keep on talking about Fanatic Records. We did one last week featuring the decals. This week, I've chosen to pick this record. It is a split 7-inch between Dead City Rockers and the Konks. Again, Fanatic Records was a highly influential independent record label that came out of Massachusetts back in the early 2000s. It is run by none other than the legendary Ron Laser. And I'm going to keep on hyping this up until I get through all of these records that I was graciously gifted a few weeks ago. So, again, like last week, I haven't listened to any of these. These are all first response, first impression videos, and I guess we'll start with the Dead City Rocker side. Dead City Rockers get started in 2000. I think they go on to about 2008, 2009, somewhere around there. And that's all I have for you. I'm going to assume that they are from the great city of Boston, Massachusetts. The majority of the bands that come off of this label actually come from the city of Boston. And I'm going to go ahead and try to guess what this kind of music is. So, when I see this picture here, now let's check this out. I see two indie rock kind of people. And then I see this individual who's just giving me straight up Dave Vanian a la The Damned vibes. I mean, he's kind of looking like a rockabilly Dracula here. I see these, you got the stars going on with the cityscape. That's got Kill Rock Stars written all over it. I'm going to go indie rock on this. Though this guy is trying to do his best Dracula. Let's go with really edgy indie rock with Dead City Rockers. That's where I'm going to go with this. This could be pop punk. It wouldn't surprise me if this is pop punk, actually. But I'm going indie rock. Okay, let's do it. Right, yeah, yeah. That did my ears some good. I was totally wrong on indie rock. Or pop punk, for that matter. I think I might have nailed it with the Vanian comment, maybe. He sort of has a damn sound to his voice. Uh, yeah, that was great. I love that. Um, all right, let's check out the second side. The second side comes from a band and called the Konks. The Konks are also from Boston, Massachusetts, from the fishy smelling docks of Boston, Massachusetts. And they actually had some information I could find on them. I'm not going to go into their entire history. Their first album actually was a Bomp record release, which, if you know me, I like everything Bomp Records. I saw that they were kind of a garage rock band, and so I'm not going to really try to guess that. Though, in my defense, seeing this album cover, seeing the font, the name of the band, I probably would have guessed. I would have guessed garage rock with these guys. And then, of course, finding out that they were on Bomp Records. I mean, come on, Bomp Records, they love everything jangly and everything garagely. They, again, from Boston, Mass, they get started around the early 2000s. I think they go on to about 2014, 15 maybe? I don't know. Don't quote me on that one. But let's go ahead and check out the Konks. Oh, my bad. This is one of those 7 inches where there's 2 different speeds. Okay. Let's try that again. Let's try it a third time. Right. The Konks from the docks of Boston. That's as garage as it gets. In fact, I picture them playing in a garage where there's a half-built Indian motorcycle that's been sitting there in a pool of oil for over 15 years. All right, there you go. The Konks Dead City Rockers. Yeah, this is a great 7-inch. I found out it's actually kind of rare. I'm gonna give that one a 5 out of 5 eminent domains, and I'm gonna go ahead and give it a can of red beans. Great 7-inch. I will be visiting that over and over again. Very surprised with Dead City Rockers. I wasn't expecting a full-on rock and roll assault with that. And yeah, check out Mr. Lacer's YouTube playlists, oil spills across the internet, radiation leaks across the internet. Oil spills across the internet is 70s and 80s obscurity, music obscurities. So they're very eclectic playlists. A lot of punk rock, a lot of garage rock. But they feature different countries and things of that nature. I've been hip to it about for, I don't know, a little over a month, 2 months, 3 months, somewhere around there. And Radiation Leaks is the same thing, but it's more 90s and early 2000s. Again, he concentrates on different countries. If you're into compilations, kind of like the Back from the Graves, Pebbles, Killed by Death, you'll like these oil spills across the internet, radiation leaks across the internet. I will try to figure out how to leave links below because I'm not technologically savvy. So again, thanks Mr. Lacer, thanks Fanatic Records for sending me these. This is an amazing 7-inch. Love it. And thanks for watching my channel, and I will hopefully see you next week. Peace, love, and dope.